everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's the Falcons going up against the Jets.
All right, Larry, thanks. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the Atlanta Falcons. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Returning it, John Ross. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. In motion here in the backfield. Hackenberg on first down. And his first pass is incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Back in Philly. Here we go. Over. Let's go, Philly. Here we go. 39.
Play action now. Hackenberg. Looking deep for Gabriel. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. To throw, Hackenberg. This is going to be caught by the rookie. It's John Ross. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Design run for their wideout. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Second down, Kaiser. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. The rookie from UCLA, Tech McKinley. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on second down.
Ohio! Ohio! Come on, let's go! Let's go!
Third and long for Kaiser. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he is knocked down from the side, right at the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Here we go!
A first down throw for Kaiser. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Dontari Poe coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9.
Come on, let's go! Brand 38!
On play action, Kaiser. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too over-ramped. Others say, I've got a 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Kaiser now on 2nd down. Oh, Kaiser can't get away, and he'll go down. Courtney Upshaw in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. So a tough spot for Kaiser. The sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
Let's go! Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round!
Play action now. Kaiser hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Ross on the return. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Well, now they'll try the end around. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Second down, Hackenberg. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Here we go now.
Here's Coleman. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
And the D looking like they may blitz. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. The Falcons averaged 34 points a game last year, tops in the NFL with that powerful offense. And they're already looking for more here as they've got it 1st and 10. Open space inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tevin Coleman with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Here's Bryant for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. They go play action here on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in. A 2nd down throw down for Kaiser. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way. Play fake. Kaiser. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a 1st. They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation, and sure enough,
They snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession. And on 2nd and 10 now.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Here's Kaiser. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. Kaiser showing what he can do with his legs. It's more than just the arm. He scrambles and picks up the first.
On 3rd and short, not only did he get away from the rush and pick up a first down, he picked up a whole lot more than that. And how did he get it done? Evaded the rush, kept his poise, and then how about him directing traffic?
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Brooks Reed in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Here we go.
Now his second down throw for Kaiser. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. And it'll bring up 3rd down. And the 8th play on this drive coming up.
Ohio. Here we go. Flex round.
Kaiser from the gun on 3rd. Hauled in by Anderson left side. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
From the red zone now, Kaiser. Escaping the pressure right. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Reminder, a couple of good games still to come later tonight. It's the Steelers on the road in Detroit taking on the Lions. Then Monday night, the costumes will be in full force in Kansas City, I'm sure, as on the day before Halloween, we'll see the Chiefs play host to their AFC West rivals, the Broncos.
And wasn't it just a couple years ago, those two played a night game that was won by the Broncos on a fumble return with like 20 seconds to...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Darren Lee. Leading the surge there, he drops him for a loss of 6. the gun. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. It's a 7-yard gain that gets him back to the original line of scrimmage, 3rd and 10. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Touchdown, Falcons! A big play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. The Patriots, they're out to an early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And the Jets set to take the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Kaiser now. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Buying time to his left. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Let's go!
From the gun, Kaiser. Looking deep downfield. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio! Get wide! Ohio! Ohio!
They'll throw here. Kaiser. Found his target. It's Anderson. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And it's second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. First down, Kaiser. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Derek Shelby in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. To throw is Kaiser. And the pressure gets to him again. Grady Jarrett in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That sacks on back-to-back plays. So a tough spot for Kaiser. The sack, and now it's 3rd and long. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burned the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Now Kaiser. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. They've gone to the second quarter in Buffalo. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
A handoff as they run the counter play. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though.
And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So out now come the Jets. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. On 3rd down, that's McGuire. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
And this is caught. He hits Landry. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. On 1st and 10, Kaiser finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
2nd down, Kaiser. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a 1st down.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Brooks Reed in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Kaiser. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. And this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Kessler goes off on 4th down, and on comes the Browns kicker, Zane Gonzalez, for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And they're able to pick up the first and keep possession. 9 yards on the pickup, and that's good for a Jet 1st down. Would have been a long kick. It was prime fake field goal territory. They faked it. They got it.
So much for defense in this situation.
Oh, Kaiser can't get away, and he'll go down. Courtney Upshaw able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. And now for the offense, this is play number 11 here on this drive. Going to try a little trickery here on the end around. Anderson loses the football, and the Falcons grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And now look at him go. Touchdown, Falcons. Tevin Coleman with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Falcons add on. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Elsewhere, a 3rd quarter score. The Patriots have added on as they extend their lead a bit further. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And New York set to take the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. A huge play there for the Jets. 55 yards on the ground. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. To throw, Kaiser. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They go play action. Kaiser. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
And he'll get this down only to the 18. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a fourth down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Back now here on EA Sports. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down.
Let's go. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. They begin the drive with Coleman. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much.
That's gone to your head. They will run again with Coleman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about running them into...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. After the interception, here's Simeon. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Here's Simeon now on second down. This will be caught inside the 10. A good pickup there at 22. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. Now, he's doing his part, but still facing a sizable deficit.
and he would like to do more, but he needs help from the other two-thirds, right? He needs his defense to bow up a little bit, and he also needs special teams to maybe create some big plays and help them get back in it.
And whistle blown, a timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. This is Coleman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. A carry here for a one-time jet. It's Chris Johnson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field.
Watch him now, Barney. Now let's go.
Now a handoff looking right. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, it's hard to get them started again occasionally.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now they try the right side here. And he's got room. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. They'll run with McGuire. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They go again with McGuire. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now a handoff looking right, and he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. And they'll run it here. And this winds up a disaster, nowhere near the marker. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
On third down, Hackenberg. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. Coleman. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and we have it in the NFL. The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Coleman now. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to, because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
It's a short kick, taken near the 18. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here.
They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because